Hello, John.
Hello, Oliver.
And so it's been reported in the media that the blessings of the planes in Dublin Airport is not going to happen. I'm not sure if this is a permanent thing or is it temporary. If you want to let us know there, John.
Yeah, well, it says here in the Irish Catholic this week, priests will continue blessing planes despite airport ban. There's been an airport ban issued by DAA.ie. Normally, no, well, it was normally the Dublin, the DEA, what's called
Dublin
at the
Airport
minute.
Authority.
That's right, Dublin Airport Authority. Now it's DAA.ie. And unless you kind of knew what this DAA.ie was, well, I know it's the Dublin Airport Authority because I read it in their things, and this was changed just recently to DAA.ie. Now, the first thing about this is that the chief executive, Dalton Phillips, on a salary of 250,000 a year, a former and still a chairman of the group Green Corps and a former chairman of Morrison's supermarket group in the UK. So he wouldn't be a full time, but he's the chief executive officer, and all the board members are ministerial appointments. So they're appointed by this government. And this government is not known for being pro Catholic, shall we say.
Mm-hmm.
So the business of the Dublin airport and this new ban on non-essential, whatever it is, the priest is not going to be carrying out anything that's going to disturb their security. Quite frankly, he's been doing blessing planes for the past Catholic priests for the past 75 years. Now, you were saying to have a chapel there for all faiths or none.
That's
It
right.
doesn't seem like I'd prefer to go into a Catholic oratory. I'd expect in a country that was predominantly Catholic and suffered grievously for practicing the Catholic faith for centuries. So we won't go into that. But the fact that this ban has resulted in this stopping of 75 years of the Catholic priest blessing planes, sometimes in the air, but probably mostly on the ground. Now, I don't think there's any security measures that a Catholic priest is somehow or other forbidden by this new security procedure. Very
Yeah. So
strange move,
so
and the priest knew nothing about it, only secondhand.
okay. So the plane started flying in 1947. Okay, and some of the Aerlingus planes are named after saints. Isn't that correct?
That's right. I
Okay.
don't know if they still are, because Aerlingus, well, that's planes. It's the Dublin Airport Authority we're talking about, blessing of the Aerlingus planes, which was primarily by the way, the DAA is a semi-state organisation.
Okay.
So that's why you have all these ministerial appointments. So if you're in the know, you could be appointed to something like that, whether you have experience of the airline business or what have you. But they look after all the infrastructure in the airport and so on and so forth. So they have a lot of power, and they're established since 1937.
Okay, 1947, I think it is it? But the
No,
thing is,
37,
okay,
not 47.
okay. Um, so the event was all the blessing of the planes used to happen on Christmas Day. Is that correct?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Well, I don't know how he could press all the planes on Christmas Day, which is an unusual day. Suffice to say that the blessing of the planes happened, and I don't know, did it happen just the one day, or did it happen over the period of time?
Okay.
Um, yeah,
So most of the planes in Dublin Airport are grounded on Christmas Day. Okay. So I think what they done was they moved as the Dublin Airport got more busy. Okay. In 1967 they moved it to Christmas Day, the blessings of the planes. but there's something about safety, as far as I know, at the moment. I don't. That's the only reason I think. I think that they're trying to sort something out so the blessings of the planes can continue. That's what I've heard. I have to look into it a bit more, probably.
That's what they said. But to what you say or what you do, if they were going to issue a ban, which they have, and then start to soften the blow, saying they're considering some other alternative. That's no way to do to treat a Catholic priest, because I think when we travel in the Aerlingus planes, they have a safety record, and I shouldn't wonder if the blessing of the planes is a positive effect. And as a Catholic, I would like to see that continuing. And the Christian TV Ireland project that we're involved in would support the business of the blessing of the planes that continued for 75 years, and we can't see any reason what they're up to now, and they're up to no good in my book.
Okay, okay.
You continue something that was of benefit to the travelling public from Ireland, Catholics.
Absolutely. Okay, so I have something here. It says Dublin Airport is currently assessing how the ceremony can go ahead in 2024 in light of the new airside protocols mandated by its regulator, the Irish Aviation Authority. So look, I think we better follow it up anyway. I hope they continue it, because for a lot of people, flying can be a scary experience, and if they are religious
Correct.
and if the plane is blessed, I'm sure they'd feel a whole lot better. And also,
Of
it's
course they
actually
would.
it's an
And it's to me, it's part of the anti-Catholic agenda of this government, the media, and the minority that control events in this country. They have not learned a lesson from the rejection of the recent referendums that they tried to impose their secular agenda. It was rejected, but it doesn't seem to have registered. And the business of the Dublin airport, another example of this creeping secularism. And it's no good for anyone. And it's about time they respected the Irish people and Irish Catholics. And I, for one, object to it. And I've sent them a strong email about it. And we're doing this video now, and I condemn what they've done. And this mealy mouthed stuff about considering some alternative. I don't buy it.
Yeah, it says here
And they've done the damage.
the Vatican's Congregation of Sacred Rites approved the blessing of an aeroplane, which connects aviation to different spiritual truths. That's by Catholic news site Aletia, I think it's called. Anyway, look, we'll follow it up. It would be disappointing to think that they would end an Irish tradition that's been going on for so long, but you can see a lot of Irish traditions, especially religious traditions, being eroded in our culture as things go on.
But we're going to be continuing to focus on that. And if our Christian TV Ireland project ever gets established as a TV station, we will certainly be standing up for the Catholic faith, and that will be the main plank to stand up and protect our brothers and sisters and those that have lapsed, try to bring them back. But the like of this kind of creeping anti-Catholic approach of this business of the DAA. It doesn't make sense. DAA. It's funny that they can't call it the Dublin Airport Authority as it was known. Who'd know anything about DAA.ie?
Or Irish
Only
Aviation
if you.
Authority. It says here, John, that the plane calls for the protection of the Virgin Mary by the Virgin Mary and asks for a guardian angel to escort the plane safely. I mean, it's all very nice, it's all lovely, it's all very religious and spiritual, and I can't see any reason why they would be, difficult about it or trying to end the tradition. It seems to be a bit anti-Irish culture,
It's
as you say.
it's nearly as bad as the communists. Gradually eroding all this safety valve that we have in the Catholic faith, and we have to stand up against it because this crowd has tried to destroy, in a creeping old anti-Catholic way,
Hmm.
their agenda, and they're going to be resisted.
Very
And I'm
good.
calling on people of the Catholic faith to make their voices heard. The Irish Catholic has highlighted in this week's edition, and hopefully it'll gain momentum and they will have to back down.
Thank you very much,
And
John.
apologise. Thank you
Yes,
very much,
indeed.
Adam.
Talk to you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.